Hi. So, disclaimer. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about any more than anyone else knows what they're talking about. And if they try to tell you that they know exactly what they're talking about and that they're an expert and you should pay them, you should not trust them. Because I don't think most people know. So I'm throwing the disclaimy claims out there because these are just feelings. I can't lay claim to anything other than just my feels and how it is to be a teal's the real deal in this world they call real that doesn't feel real, and how it hits me in my feels. That's it. That's all I can bring ya. I'm doing a little bit of kiss this evening. Keep it sort of simple. Cool, habity, words and stuff. Keep it sort of simple. Keep it sort of simple. Kiss. Yes. My dear brilliant friend pointed out to me that I had said that and that the combination of it equals kiss. Keep it sort of simple. So I am, because I'm highlighting my lines. There's highlighter on my fingers, and I start rehearsal soon, and I'm freaking out. There's all kinds of stuff on my mind. And yeah, so I just had this hanging up, and ow, this is like, ow. I was trying to have a keep it sort of simple hairdo, and it's not going so well. It's pulling my hair. That is not simple. It's complex. So this was just hanging up drying on the line, and I thought, sure, that's fine. That'll work as my backdrop. And here I am sitting on a cooler. Ta-da! It's me! And I don't know what I'm doing at all. I just write poetry about it. These shoes are really cool though. They're from the 60s. Sure thing. Sure, shooting. Or I guess no, these ones are from the 80s. JK. I have some same score from the 60s, but these ones are from the 80s. Don't worry, I know my shit. I know some things, a little bit, tiny bit of knowing. So here we go. This is just kind of, what is it about? It's about feeling like not enough, and like I'm pouring myself into this every day. Like, come on. I don't skip a day, guys. I don't skip one day. There's not one day skipped. And it's just kind of like the 1,500, 1,600 friends I have on Facebook. I just get a little sad. I'm like, do you know what's required to subscribe to a YouTube channel? The click of a single button. You don't have to give your time. You don't have to give your money. You don't even have to listen to the poems, but you could just click and you could just boost me that much. But mostly this was like, I did one of my poems on the Reno, on the road to Reno. We were in Salt Lake City, and these like real beefy, kind of cool dudes. And I thought about how badass they really were, or like rebel, rebel without a care they were, because weed is illegal in Salt Lake City. And I remember they were sitting at the hotel at the pool out of this table just smoking blunts, smoking big weedy blunts, and they were playing rap songs. So I went out there and I had chosen this little gazebo as my spot. So I just related to them like, hey, here's me, I'm Teal, I do poetry. You guys don't even have to turn it down. The rap music in the background is fine. I'm just letting you know and be like spitting my mind, spitting my poems. You can hone in on it if you want. You can listen, or you can just totally drown me out. And they seemed into it. And they were like these like pretty like kind of hard dudes, you know, big muscles and tats, but they were like, oh, what's that channel? What, we're gonna subscribe right now. And they were like in it, and they were like, how you spell that? And then I was telling them, and they seemed so invested. And then I get back up to the hotel room, and there were no new subscribers. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna get on that. We're gonna watch this one tonight. Yep, you bet. We're in it with you, girl. And I like talked to them about my inspiration and coming out of the closet as a wannabe rapper, and you know, I gave them the lowdown on how poetry heals me, and they seemed invested in that thought. They were like, yeah, cool. What's that channel again? I'm gonna get on that. They did not get on it. So that's kind of where this thought came from. But I would say, yeah, I mean, I keep track. You know what I'm saying? I keep track. And if everyone who told me, oh, Teal's the real deal, I'm going to check that out, I'm going to subscribe. If everyone who told me they were going to subscribe did, I'd have like at least 50 other new subscribers. But they haven't, and they didn't, and they don't. And I just find it funny because, like, you don't even have to sit and hear my words. Hear me spit my rhyme with my time, all this time that I give. You could just click it. You could just click it. And I'd be like, woo! So, I don't know. I've dazzled thousands of people in my life. Thousands upon thousands. Helped them, provided costumes for them, done free stuff for them, done cool stuff, given them ideas. All across the map, baby. All across the freaking map, baby. I'm just asking for a button click. This is kind of where this comes from. Here it is. I need to go chase the sun. So here it is. It's called, Don't Get My Little Poet Hopes Up. Don't tell a YouTube poet you will subscribe to their channel unless you actually intend to do so. It's a low blow to a poet's soul to be looking for that one tiny uptick. I mean, you want to learn reverse cat eye or hair hacks? Well, you can take your pick of channels. You want to learn to turn a flannel into a mini skirt? Well, there's a world of channels for you. But as a poet, just trying to get through to anyone, my mind runs wild with self-criticism, wondering why so many people make the decision to watch mean pranks and creators turning into haters for views or falling into rank and file based on their followers and level of cataloged attractiveness. I study what's popular and feel amiss to fit into it. There's endless channels promising the perfect formula for gaining thousands of new followers at light speed. How to get them hooked quick, demonstrated with slick bubble lettering overhead. I watched a few and, whew, I could have gotten more out of watching the Teletubbies instead. The fast, every other second cuts telling me what's what about how to please the internet hierarchy and keep people on the channel was a bunch of malarkey. It did not spark me to 1 ounce of inspiration or motivation. It's more like constipation of creativity. I guess to get paid, I gotta be what the formula wants me to be. We're all swimming in a sea of wannabe chosen ones, and I find myself wondering if I should dumb down my act? If I just posed provocatively, well, gee, I guess I'd be on the right track. Or, I take that back. I'd be on the track that got me there quicker by making my rack and ass look slicker. It's like with internet successes. The more I scroll, the sicker I feel. I suppose I don't see the appeal of talking ad nauseum about child star abuse and the misuse of power I already lived through. Tens of thousands are just glued to those stories. And we all seem to know the gory details of a certain Nickelodeon executive's foot fetish tales, explained from every angle. Does getting lost in the tangles of this morality strangulation help to shift the conditions in Hollywood? Gosh, you'd hope that it would, but I don't think so. It's like the more that's exposed, the more stupid new shows with teens being shown as sex fiends come out. Oh, but they're played by non-teens in those totally disturbing, salacious, shocking scenes. So the collective Hollywood conscience is pretty much clean, right? The height of popular content is the how to be more beautiful uphill fight. It's like they think we all feel ugly, and I guess they're right. If I bought even 5% of the product placement, face it, your skin texture sucks, serums and creams for big, big bucks, and pyramid schemes being shoved in my face, I'd have to get 5 roommates in the basement to help me pay for my image enhancement addiction. It feels like the whole world is a strange science fiction. The new depiction of what's beautiful is enough to make you pull at your skin like silly putty because you feel so desperate to change it. I find it so very strange what gets a million clicks. Just arrange clips of a celebrity's glow up and you can just blow up in popularity. It really scares me. It's like my customized algorithms dare me to compare myself to every hottie it thrusts at me just so it can measure what it takes to get my vanity really amped. Are we all just stamped as gullible in their data collection once they see how easily our fear of rejection can steer the direction of our attention and spending habits? How many clicks does it take to get to the center of my id, ego, and superego until I blow money I don't have on some super salve that heals anything unappealing about me? My sensitivity is so exposed when I ignore my instinct telling me to just close the fucking computer. I need a self-loathing avoidance tutor. Fast. Maybe there's a channel for that. Here's a hair hack. Just go blue-doo-doo-doo-doo and blue-doo-dong and ding and then go blonk and look at that. You've got an ice cream cone on your head. You're welcome. 10 million views. So anyway, I'm just spitting shit. But I made a mini skirt out of a flannel. Woo! Go crazy over it. It's crazy. Click on it a million times. Anyway, I don't get people's minds. I don't get my own. Ooh, my ice cream cone. Ugh, hold the phone. There we go. We're good. We're in good shape. Hair hacks. So that's all I got. I'm gonna go chase the sun. It's really smoky still, just everyday smoky. That's just how we live now, in a blanket of smoke. It's kind of uncomfortable. But I'm gonna go chase it. It's turning purple and pastel colored, and I need to walk a little. I've just talked myself into some "you're not good enough" tale. Talked myself into some of that, obviously. So a little bit of a short one, shorter than normaler. And I don't know, yeah, it's hard to put out so much content and then see people can put out like 4 videos where they just talk crap about some celebrity or comment on some music video, and that's all it takes. Kind of shakes me to my core because I'm really trying to tap into the pure soul of me and give you parts of it systematically and daily. So it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because I've said it, and I get wrapped up just like any other human would about what they're putting out and what they're getting back, but it actually does matter to me. This matters to me because it matters to some of you. And so that's enough. I don't need to prove anything else to myself to keep it moving and keep it grooving, because I know it's meaningful to at least a handful of you. So don't get me wrong. I stand by that, and I'm gonna keep it coming. Keep it coming your way. Keep it coming. I'm gonna keep it coming your way with my weird backdrops and my words that I say, that I weave into poetry. So I'll do some more of that weaving. You just keep believing, even a little bit, like old Tink. Just clap if you believe. If you clap hands, believe in me. I'll clap hands, believe in you. And we're bound to get through it somehow. So if you want to make a mini skirt, you just take your flannel and you just wrap it around, and it's like button the buttons here, and then you're more beautiful by the moment. Really do love this flannel though, because it's got these little kind of like, sort of like, what was that show? Oh my god, I'm losing it. I'm blowing it. Adult Swim. I can't believe I can't think of it. With the talking milkshake and the talking fries? Goodness help me, I feel like... Okay, well hopefully that gets me a few more views, because I just hurt my wrist pretty bad, and that was unplanned. That was unplanned falling. There was nothing smooth or planned about that, my friends. Just me trying to sit on a cooler and failing. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not slick, nor will I ever pretend to be. Got brains? Depends. It depends who you ask if I have brains. So just go with this funky angle and say, I'm gonna go wrangle me some sunshine.